All right. Okay. Thank God for last night's rest, this morning rise. Thank God for his grace and his mercy. Grace is always giving me what I don't deserve, and mercy is not giving me what I do deserve, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. How everybody doing?
Right.
All right, it's good to be back here. All right, a little different. I like it. I like small classrooms. That's how I was raised. Anybody know about the Wedge Center? Intimate classrooms, right? Like you know, the big room is cool too, but when it's close together, it's more intimate. All right, less confusion and noise. Everybody can just get in, and you know what I'm saying. We can just give it up. All right, like Richard Nixon. All right, that's Brother Dash. All right, my buddy right there. All right. And then you got we call the Minds of Men, non-profit spiritual organization. We don't deal with religion. I've been clean for 16 years, but all I got is what? Today. All right. I have two problems. Problem number one, I talk fast. All right. I speak like James Brown sometimes. I get that from my grandmother. Then my grandmother passed that to my mother. Now I got it. That fast talking disease. I got to work on slowing it down. Problem number two, I have an outside voice in an inside place. So I got to learn to bring it down and slow it down. All right. Other than that, and I'm listening. That's another thing too. I never listen, so I'm learning to listen today. Because you can't help nobody if you're always rapping. Is that true? Right.
Yeah. Yes. You and I both are.
Okay. So I learned that I'm not a walking encyclopedia. I don't know everything. I don't want to know, because people who think they know everything, their life is boring. But people who love to learn, listen, their life is what? Exciting. So I come to learn, all right? Come to listen and learn. All right, look, relapse warning signs. A long laundry list. It also applies for the holidays too, all right? So let's get into it. Y'all ready? All right, I'm going to hit a quarterback. Some of these character defects, all right? Then we're going to flip some assets, then we're going to beat it like Michael Jackson. All right, let's move. Number one, trying to control somebody else's life, program, process, et cetera, et cetera. Control issues. Anybody got control issues? How is that a relapse warning sign? When I'm trying to control you, but I forget about who?
Myself.
Very good. Anybody had that disease sometimes? Control issues. Anybody been in recovery programs and you see somebody get a little bit of power, they get crazy. Like that, get power drunk. Now they Stalin from Russia. Idi Amin from Africa. Papa Doc from Haiti. Mussolini from Italy. Fidel Castro from Germany.
Taking somebody else's inventory.
And Donald Trump, that's my buddy right there. And Donald Trump from the United States of America. But you know Joe Biden. But get a little bit of power and get power drunk. Control freaks. Because it got to be my way or no way. Anybody hear like that? Used to be like that? How about ladies who try to control men?
Yes.
Or you might pick a man who you think you can fix, who's like handicapped, on his way up to standing up like a man, perpendicular. So you get him when he's crippled. Get him when he's crippled. And it's like easy to control him and dictate him and make orders to him. You know, it's just like somebody have drugs and you want to use drugs, and I laugh at your phony jokes. You controlling me because you have something that I want. All right. I mean, how many guys try to control women? I have. That does not work, does it?
Nope.
Because women have a voice, they have opinions, and they have a mind. And a real man will let a woman voice her opinion and her mind. Harmony. Not trying to control nobody. All right. So if I try to control you, I'm losing me in the process, and that can be a relapse warning sign. Number two, isolationists. Who isolate? Why?
I do. I do sometimes. My bipolar, I suffer from depression, so sometimes, sometimes I get depressed and I just isolate myself. I try not to do that anymore. I've been doing really good for 5 months now without any episodes, but yeah, I mean, I've done it before. Isolate.
Okay. You getting better with that?
Yeah, I haven't isolated in 5 months. I've been doing really good.
That's the best. How much time you have clean?
April 15th.
Hey, all right. God bless you. Come on. How you doing?
I should have 43 days, but I know today will be day 3, and on Thursday I decided nobody would be around. I would isolate and drink one more time before I get my baby control shot on Friday. That's what I did. I isolated. And
was last week?
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday. All right. How you feel today, though?
I shared at my meetings. I told myself it was really hard. I got my 24-hour coin, and I feel better, for being honest.
Mm-hmm. Everybody hear that? How much time you got to clean now?
3 days, going on 4.
All right. Next question. What was going on? You just wanted to drink, or something was going on?
I knew I was getting my Vivitrol shot on Friday.
Okay.
And I had a lot of cleaning I wanted to do, not that it, and I love to clean with a buzz. So
okay.
You get a half pint, and it hit me like a rock. I cleaned all right. You put everything in the wrong places. My fiance automatically knew you drank.
You feel bad when you did it? Yeah, I remember those days. Going against, using against my will.
Especially, I got a sponsor, I got a home group. I went to 3 meetings the day before, and I've never done it, but I had to get honest and tell myself, it was so hard to get this 24-hour coin after I got the 30-day coin, but I felt better. Everybody told me today's a new day.
That's right.
And your journey starts over.
Did you learn anything? I know you learned something, right? What you learned? That's important. Because when I relapsed 8 times, I learned 8 times. Being judgmental, control freak, a whore. I already knew that. But every time I relapsed, I had to learn I couldn't see me until I relapsed. You know what I'm talking about? That's why when you learn from your relapse, it's never what?
In vain.
In vain. No. It had to happen. Yep. It's sad to say, but it had to happen. Some people bump their heads repeatedly.
Sir, can I say something real quick?
I know I did.
Can I say something real quick, man? I used to go, my first AA home group was in the basement of what used to be St. Agnes Hospital in South Philly, South Philly group. And there was an old biker there, and he was, this man had 35 years of recovery, and he went in to get surgery. And he was up to get his 35-year coin, and he went up there and said, I cannot, in good conscience, get this coin because I know that I abused my pain meds. And there were other men there who were just like, Pete, just get your coin, like my man, your coin. But he was like, I cannot, it'll destroy my integrity and my recovery if I take this coin. So that old man went up there and got his 24-hour coin instead of getting that 35-year coin. And that was like, that really stuck with me. And this was when I was 17 years old. That's 20 years ago. That gave me a big lesson in honesty and how important it is to be honest in this program. Like that was that really stuck with me. So that's like the bedrock of like what we are trying to do here is what Diane just did. Because Diane could have just very well flown under the radar and not said shit about drinking. But what good would it have done for her? And more importantly, she probably helped somebody else and taught them a lesson about honesty. So that's all I wanted to share.
Thank you for sharing that. Good food, sis. Good food. Yes, thank you for sharing that, sis. God bless you.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? Isolation. Anybody hear that? How isolation can definitely lead to a relapse. All right. How about depression? Who get depressed? Come on, sir. How you doing? You next, young man. Come on. What's your name?
Chris.
Hey, Chris. Depression.
I'm dealing with it through medication and not isolating.
Okay.
I've gotten better at it.
Very good. Do you know what caused your depression?
Probably isolation, circumstance.
Okay. All right. You working on it?
Yep, absolutely.
Very good. Do you know when depression is
It's
coming
not
on?
on here.
Do you know when?
Yes.
You know.
You
You
do.
know. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Can depression get you high?
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. How much time you got clean?
45 days.
Hey. All right, Chris. Young man, how you doing?
Good, yo.
All right, doing well. You get depressed?
Yeah.
What caused your depression?
Sometimes when I isolate myself from the world,
Okay. All right.
I just don't be depressed.
depressed sometimes, but I get out of it.
Okay.
I try to work on it, you know.
All right. Do you talk about it?
Nah, I keep everything in, like, bottled up.
Is that dangerous, yo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you sometimes you explode.
That's
you know?
right.
Two words
It's like
out
a
my mouth.
ticking time bomb
Yep.
waiting to
That's
go
right.
off.
I've
Very
been there.
good. You got people you can talk to?
Here.
Yeah? Okay. We'll give you our numbers before we leave, okay? All right. You say, yo, Derek, don't say nothing. Just listen. That's all you have to say. I'll shut up and just listen, all right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we just got to what? Get it off our chest.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
good. What's your name?
Kevin.
How much time you got clean, Kevin?
A week.
Hey, all right. God bless you. You say something, sweetheart? What's your name?
Laura.
Laura. What you was saying, Laura? You was saying something.
Mine's mainly depression, having a hard time finding a job with my background, aggravated with home, arguing with mother a lot, and I tend to isolate and hibernate myself, keep myself away from the things that aggravate me and triggering me. My fiance has mainly been my backbone. I vent to him so much, and I have no idea why he's even staying with me or how he's dealing with it. But I think I've been 2.5 months clean.
Hey, all right. All right. That's why, for me, we said we had to give everything to who?
God.
Right. Because that's too much weight to what?
Carry.
And recover. And we got to have what? Acceptance. Right? And patience. And tolerance. And
that
forgiveness.
I don't got a lot of.
And faith. All those spiritual principles is the glue to keep us what? Together. In spite of what life throws our way. You follow me? Yes.
I get your heart, boy.
That's just the application. That means what? To practice those principles. When the house is going hellish, pray. God, help me. God, get me through it. God, I need you. God, I don't want to give up. God, I don't want to drink. God, I don't want to drug. Help me.
Are you kidding? This last argument I just had with my mother this morning. She's asking me for money for her bank account, and I'm like, I don't have a job. You have a job and an income coming in. Why are you asking me for money knowing I don't have none? And she's like doing this a lot.
With your mom?
And it's starting to get to me.
You live with her? You stay with her?
I stay between her house and my fiance's.
Okay, I got you.
Attention.
Right. You ever want to get your own place? Do you think you want to?
I was on the verge of getting my own place until I went to jail for 2 months and lost my job.
Okay, I understand that. All right. But sometimes that'd be peace to be with you. You follow me? If you can't get it from your mom or your fiance, sometimes the best place is what? Your place.
My place. Honestly, my fiance, he's been supporting me.
He
in my
good?
backbone.
Okay.
He's a wonderful man.
All right, that's what's up. That's good. It's just mom.
And it's just mom. Like she is oh God.
Mom with attention though.
But you know, you gotta, Lord have mercy. You gotta keep praying for her. You gotta keep praying for her. Let me ask you, how was your relationship coming? See, check patterns. And check what? And check like history. How's your history with you and your mom? Was your relationship always rocky?
It was always rocky unless I had a job and she was getting an income from me.
Okay.
Getting something.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
But now that I can't financially help her because I'm struggling finding a job, it's back to me being a junkie whore, all kinds of stuff.
I see. Okay. And you don't need that.
No.
No, you don't need that. Your mom drinks?
No, honestly, she don't drink. She don't do drugs, nothing.
Okay.
I told her several times, you need to get psychological help.
What'd she say?
She says it ain't her, it's me.
What?
She's in denial.
No.
She's in
No,
denial.
it's her.
Okay, all right. Keep her in prayer, but you just got to just, love her from a distance.
That's what I'm planning on doing.
Yeah.
Like me and my fiance have a game plan. When I get off probation, we want to move to Wisconsin, his hometown, and get a place together there.
Okay.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that's good.
More healthy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to, because see, the enemy works through people to get to us. It's always bigger than people. But who's the one who can hurt us the most? Is the one who's closest to us.
Yeah.
And that's our moms, and that's the family members. And they see us getting ourselves together. And some people are envious of the fact that we're getting our lives together. Family are more dangerous than strangers.
Well, she's always used to me having a job. She's always used to me having an income. Like I was at FedEx Ground for 8 years. I was bringing home at least a good $1,100, $1,200 a week. And now that I don't have that income, she's constantly hitting me up. Can you ask him for this kind of money? Do you have this kind of money? And I'm like,
what she need money for? What she need money for?
I don't know. I
She
keep
just
asking
want
her, what are you
aggravated,
doing
Jack.
for all
It's
your money?
aggravation.
You
That's
have
all
a
it is.
job, you're
Aggravated.
getting disability. Like, where's all your money going?
Right. You ever asked her that? What she say?
She says he's going to buy this person's cigarettes, that person's cigarette, rent, and bills. I'm like, you got my aunt, you got your friend living with you, and you. So
Wow.
there's 3 incomes coming into that house.
Fast talker.
I'm like, you have a shopping addiction, something going on.
Right. Yes, they keep asking for money like that. And like you said, aggravation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does.
There's
It
more to the
aggravates me
story
so
than that.
much. And
More
thank
to it.
God, like I said, I have a really good man by my side. He talks to me. He'll
That's
tell
good.
me if you need to come over and get away for 24 hours, come over. So
You make
I am
meetings?
Yeah,
appreciative.
mom's
You make
telling you.
meetings?
No, this
But
is the
Dad,
only
you
meeting
know-
I've been basically making.
All right. You got meetings in your neighborhood? It'd be good to try to make some meetings also.
A lot of people
I've been
basically
trying to go
do
to the
that.
one in Chester on 9th Street, but they're remodeling because that's like the closest one to me.
Okay.
So
Oh, good for you, babe.
Where you live at?
I live in Essington.
Anybody know about Essington?
I know what it is.
Not meetings in
I
Essington?
know.
I know what it is.
Yeah, it's like by the airport,
East
Pinnacle.
side.
Yeah.
But
Corinthian.
Dad, you know a lot of people
I'm
are
right
like
on
miserable,
291 by
so they want
Leicester.
to see you miserable like they're
I can
miserable.
pick you up
Hello.
anytime.
Yeah.
Misery loves company.
I don't think
That's
you
right,
can
yeah.
number.
Yeah.
There we go. Got some help there. Unification. That's beautiful. All right. So you know, mom getting on your nerve, you can really just go make yourself a meeting before and after.
Right.
God bless you, sis. We'll keep you in prayer and her. All right.
Yeah.
You're welcome. All right. Depression.
Yeah, I'll definitely pick you up.
How you doing, brother? We talking about relapse warning signs. The number 1 was controlling people. Number 2 is isolation. Number 3 is depression. Number 4 is what? Impulsive. Who act then think.
I have done that.
Is that dangerous?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's up? What's up, Ed? You want to speak on that?
I mean, you never give your time to process what you're feeling.
Uh,
You just act, and sometimes there's consequences for it. In fact,
Oh, it
there's
is.
consequences every time.
It is consequences.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
I mean, I'm trying to get better with that. I'm very impulsive. Sometimes I just react out on things, but I'm working on it.
very good. Good. All right. How about obsessive? Anybody obsessive over anything? Obsessive is a thought. Gotta have it. Anybody obsessive?
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
Man,
you listening?
absolutely. And my addiction, once I pick up that first one, it's totally obsessive. It haunts me. That shit haunts me. Even in my dreams. Like, I can't get away from it. That's why eventually I pick up. But usually the mental health piece for me comes first, like you were talking about the depression. But I suffered from obsessive compulsive disorder as a child. I missed a lot of schooling because of this. Like, it was, you know, a psychological thing, but after a traumatic experience. So, like, I definitely can relate to the obsessive piece. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. And obsession comes what? Compulsion. Now, I thought about it, and then I'm acting out on the thought. Anybody are compulsive? Shoppers, compulsive gamblers, compulsive liars. What was your compulsion?
When I want something, I just want it, and I just try to go get it right then and there instead of waiting. Even if I, on my last bit of money, I just go get it instead of waiting when I know I could have waited to get it.
Okay. All right. You working on that?
Yes.
Okay. It's all connected. Can that cause us to get high, though?
If I have a thought, I act on it. It's like, I have a hard time getting past the thought. The thought's there, and then I act on it. It's taken a lot of fucking therapy to improve this.
She froze. There she is.
Mm.
A lot of therapy to get you through what? She froze again.
The compulsive, like, once I have the obsession and the thought, I will act on it. It's an immediate thing. It's, you know, anything in my way, any obstacle, I'll jump through whatever hoop to get what I want. You know, or like, you know, I have a slick mouth. I'll talk my way out of any situation, and it hasn't benefited me at all. I've dug myself a lot of graves. So it's what I was saying is it's taken a lot of therapy and self-searching for me to improve this behavior.
Okay. All right, next one. Being defensive. Anybody defensive? Who walls is up? Anybody defensive. Trust. Got trust issues.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Can you go back to is that defensive trust issues?
Yeah, I mean, people are defensive.
Yeah, I have trust issues, and I'm probably defensive.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm doing my best. In fact, I'd say I'm doing my best, and I'm all right. But I feel like nothing's working out, and I'm losing faith in God and my family and the system and everything. All my doctors and all the psychiatric crap. I was on all this medication tore me up and messed with my heart and gained all this weight, and it really screwed my body up, my health, and my life. It was supposed to be good for me. It was supposed to be relaxing me and calming me. It was knocking me out and shocking me in the head. I was like overdosing and all this crazy intensive psychiatric care and stuff. Well, now I have the addiction, which is a bright note, but I mean, just to approach it as though I have the disease of addiction. But I was giving up smoking and drinking, getting high, and drinking, and before and cleaning up. I would just, I call it cleaning up my life. I gotta stop and clean up, get back to me, and try to make sure I'm more of a sober person, more on the clean side than intoxicated and dirty, and just clean up my life and keep clean enough where I can say that I'm not being the cause of my own problems and be who I say, be a decent person, But yeah, like I was saying, I started having trust issues, but actually read in the Bible that it said trust no man, but I was thinking about how literal that is, but I think it's just you don't have to trust anybody, or you trust God. So I put my faith in my higher power and everything. One thing I learned since I went to jail, after jail I went to recovery. I mean, one thing I learned in this instance of getting clean and going through AA and stuff is that returning kindness is part of the definition of gratefulness. And I think gratefulness is the quality of thanks or something, something like that. But when there's returning kindness, it really helped me because I can use that to feel like I want there to be a relationship with God where it feels like it's flowing, like it's a back and forth, not just I'm always wondering like what He thinks or
right.
I want there to be a constant flow of God with me and God's way in me, And truthfully, I think I wanted to be a little more natural, that I am with God.
You took the words out of my mouth.
And I'm doing what I'm supposed to, but I think, I gotta be more consciously careful to listen. I guess they don't want to get into God as much, but being a decent person and kind and trying to stay thankful and everything. I guess just submit. I guess if I just let it be that, nobody's perfect and I don't have to be perfect, then I can admit I'm wrong, or I can make sure that I can admit where my own flaws are, my mistakes, and where I'm wrong, rather than let my trust issues get the better of me and get too defensive in the way that I point the finger at other people and don't take any of the blame or any of the, I'm not willing to take any of the load or share some of the burden with my fellow man. I'm not sure if you're really supposed to do that as a normal way of life, or that's maybe above and beyond, like taking the load off of somebody. But I think, ideally we're all supposed to be here for each other and help each other.
That's it.
Yeah, be good to one another.
That's it. No matter what.
Yeah.
Like I met Derek. Let me say that I'm jumping because I met Derek some years ago, and I was in a recovery facility, and like I stayed there. He used to come like on every Tuesday, and I would love for him to hear him speak. I would break my neck to come down on steps to see him and his friend Bob, and through that, me and him established a great relationship. Like I never had a brother, and I would look up to Derek. I get emotional too, but But he really has been more than just a friend to me. He's been a brother, you know, like, and he's always there for me. And I thank God for Derek. I really do. He's my best friend.
Yeah, I love you.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
How much time you got clean, my friend?
Since July 1st, well, after midnight, technically into July 1st, I was maybe still drinking. About 4 months, 4.5 months.
All right. Defensive, intelligence. Who use their intelligence as a shield? Anybody use their intelligence to shield, to block the intelligence?
Is that what you're supposed to do?
Like,
I was hoping I'm not using people as a shield too much.
I've used my intelligence not for my benefit or anyone else's benefit, but to get my way in addiction, to talk myself out of consequences, to really, just like I said, dig the hole deeper. I haven't. My intelligence has been a stumbling block for me. I'll analyze recovery more than there has to be. The literature, analyze the literature like I'm supposed to be the editor of this book instead of taking it as it's meant to help me. And it took really, like Derek, what it took it was age. Like age has really kind of humbled me and opened me up more to listen, and just I've been able to put my own intellect on the side burner and open my mind more to things that will help me.
Go Food says once again, another form of defense mechanisms is what? Inappropriate humor, laughing and joking because I'm hiding pain. Anybody do that? Laughing and joking because we hiding pain. Don't want to get to the exact nature on what's causing me what?
The pain.
The pain, right? Then they got one called Program Gangsters and Gangsterettes. OGs, new G's.
All kind of G's.
Yeah, IOP, OP, what? Thugs. In treatment, all right? They intimidate people. They bully people. You know people like that? Yeah. But a lot of times that's a mask also too, right? It's being defensive, right? Because I don't want to really expose what's going on with me, all right? How about argumentative? Who like to argue? Gotta get the last word on everything. Always right. Come on, you want to speak on that?
Yeah, like I did this because you leave your socks on the floor, because I gotta come home and do everything. I do everything around here, and just to argue.
Okay.
This is why I do what I do, because you do this. And, oh my gosh, look at this.
Okay.
I know it's just an excuse.
Very good.
Or just me trying to say this is why a lie. I do what I do because of what you do.
Right.
Even though you have 2 years clean and I don't.
Thank you for sharing that. Defense mechanisms will keep me on a plantation of active using. All right, how about this right here? I don't care. Who said it, but you didn't mean it? I did that. Who said you don't care, but you really did care? You do that a lot? Hey, what's your name? How you doing? Good morning.
Yeah, with my son, he always throwing something in his face. I'm like, I don't care, but I really care. That's my son. Like, I'm going to be there for you no matter what, no matter how you talk to me, whatever. But I always tell anybody I don't care. You know, but I do care. I'm a caring person. But if you say something to hurt my feelings or whatever, I'm going to say that to you.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah. Okay, how old's your son?
33.
Oh, you're a man.
Grown man with 2 kids, but it's my baby. I only did it once, and
right.
And we argue mostly over my grandkids. I have a different way of parenting, and they're always over my house, and I see them all the time.
Okay.
And if it's something that I don't agree with that you're doing with them, even though he's not my child, I'm still going to voice my opinion.
Okay.
You know, but I know that's your. Oh, these are my kids. Blah blah blah. I'll be like, I don't care. They my grandkids. Like that's my reaction.
I see.
Like I'm going to voice my opinion. He doesn't get that, but sometimes I just sit there and I just like bite my tongue. Sometimes I'll just get up and walk away. But when it gets to that point and my grandson is crying, I'm just like, listen, you know, oh, when I'm talking to my kids, you need to buy your business. No, you need to buy your business right now because I'm talking to my grandson. So we go back and forth as we argue about my grandkids all the time. We just have different parenting things. And I'm like, I didn't bring you up like that. You know, oh, I want him to be a man. I was like, he's 6. I was like, he's still a baby to me. So I'm not pushing that. Like, come on.
He'll be 6.
Yeah.
Be a man.
That's what's up. How much time you got, Clay?
8 weeks.
Hey, all right. God bless. Thank you for sharing it. That's a good example of I don't care when we really do.
Yeah.
How about angry? Who get angry? Anger is a second emotion. Anger is a second emotion. Something makes us get angry. What is that something that caused me to get angry? Anybody mad at God?
Yes.
That's that something that caused me to get angry. Anybody mad at their parents? Parents is first. Here comes anger. Anybody mad at themselves for bad decisions? We first. Here comes anger.
Yeah.
So we don't dress number 1. We always talk about number 2. That I'm always angry. But how come I'm angry? Who mad because you can't drink or use drugs? And that's all we did for years. And now we got to live another way, and a lot of anger kicking in now. Especially when you go see people drinking red wine and white wine and still going to work. All right? And they said back in the day, dope was real dope. People didn't get dope sick back in the day. One bag of dope would get this whole room high, and you'll go to work as if you never did dope. Real coke don't make you jump out of windows, so call the police on yourself. You know, but now it's mixed and scrambled with everything. You don't know what we doing, right? Ain't nothing safe. Weed ain't safe. All right? And if you open up a top and leave it down and you get up, somebody might put a Mickey in your drink.
Put something in there.
Yeah, ain't nothing safe. All right? Drugs is poison. That's it. All right? Anger. Who suppressed their anger, then explode later?
I had.
Is that dangerous to hold it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That's why you got to channel your energy in the right manner. Or talk about it. A lot of times I bottle stuff up and like certain things might hurt me and I explode. And I might want to put my hands on somebody I ain't got really nothing to do with it. And then I might wake up in places I don't want to wake up at, like in prison and stuff like that. But I really am a humble brother. You know me.
Right.
You know, like, but a lot of times we don't be thinking. We just going off our emotions, our feelings, you know, without thinking. We think the whole situation always do. See, now let's play the tape on through because in the long run, you're going to hurt yourself. You know, into that process. So, you know, the best is to do what's right for yourself first. And once you do that, you do everything else.
Good food, Dash. Anybody suppress their anger? Still mad from childhood? Still mad from teenagers? Still mad from adolescence? Still angry? Anybody got revenge on their heart? Come on, we listening.
I still be mad at my biological mom because I'm adopted and stuff like that. And it gets to me sometimes. I see some people with their family and some, you know, their family reunions and stuff, we don't really have that. So it like gets to me and stuff like that.
Okay.
I ain't have my mom or my dad. I just had my adopted mom.
You know what?
Sometimes when she get mad, she say go find your mom. So it make me like
real mad. It gets to you. You scared.
You know where your parents are? Have you heard from them? Yeah. Okay. You go see them?
I see them when I see them.
Okay.
Like I don't got their number. I just bump into them.
I see.
And just, you know, I say hi and just keep pushing.
Okay. They know no explanations and they ain't talk about.
Well, my real mom, she an addict, and she told me, I mean, she had never stopped using.
That what she said? How about your pop?
I mean, he be in and out of jail and stuff. He ain't really give you no explanation.
I understand that. Okay. You got kids?
Yeah, I got 3 daughters.
Wow. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Wow.
I got two 3-year-olds and a 7-year-old.
Wow.
Okay. They need you.
That's right.
Without a doubt. All right. Especially girls. That's right. They look at you as the man they want to marry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Very good, brother. Thanks for sharing that, man. Wow. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Make sure you stay for them. The parents that stay for you, make sure you stay for them.
That's right.
That's without a doubt. Come on, sis. How you doing?
I'm adopted also from birth. I don't know my mother or father. I had a great father, and not so much the married because she couldn't have kids. But then, long story short, the woman he married adopted me. So I was like, people used to say, "You must have been a bad kid." I was adopted so many times by moms, but don't feel resentful to my birth parents because I know they were both, the only thing I know, they were both 23 years old from Lower Marion, and they gave me life.
Mm-hmm.
I have resentful for, what you would call them, the other mothers. It's very confusing. The one that adopted, my dad was awesome until the day he died. And that his wife at that time, they adopted together. She could not be a mother. She drank. And then he remarried, and she adopted me. She had 2 boys, and she abused me really bad. So I have really bad resentment against her. Mm-hmm. Not the one that gave birth to me. Not the one that was an alcoholic and said, I'm not your daughter anymore. You need another life. I want to give you a better life. It's the one that supposedly gave me that better life and was horrible to me. Mm. That's my resentment. And that's what I have to deal with in the steps.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You got kids?
I don't.
You want kids one day?
Don't do it. I'm 54.
How old was Sarah?
Sarah,
no, I wish I would have, but I hung with all the bad boys. And I've been with this guy for like 13 years, and it took me a long time to trust and understand a great guy. And so by the time I gave my love to him and took it back, it was too late to have children. Okay. And he doesn't either, but we have his nieces and nephews, my nieces and nephews, and we're both okay with that.
Okay.
That's right.
I understand that.
He just wants me to stay sober.
Okay.
I'm adopted too, Diane.
You are?
Nice.
Do you know your birth parents?
No.
Oh.
Never had a desire to find out.
Me either.
And I don't have kids either.
Oh.
You got nieces and nephews and all that? Yep. Okay. All right. Wow, you'd be surprised when we don't know until people speak up in here. Mm-hmm. All right. See what you started?
Yeah.
My man, God bless you. That's what I love when people start talking, man. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
My sister don't have no children. Jack knew my sister personally. And my sister is 6 years older than me. She never had no children. I said, Dad, why you ain't never had no children? She said, because I got to raise y'all. You know, and that's my favorite sister. She loved me to death. You know, like Dad was there. Like, I was in a coma last year. I had collapsed from drug use. And they was going to pull a plug on me. You know, they told my family they might as well make funeral arrangements for me. Derek was there by me. Derek been by me through everything. You know, in the hospital, you know, all the stuff I've been through, you know, I'm just grateful just to walk down the street, to see, to walk. That's why everywhere I go, I tell people, man, you know, to love one another, man. It's very important. Love, hold everything together. I'm just grateful. Okay. I got y'all, I got Derek. And the dogs.
How about passive aggressive? Anybody passive aggressive? Who plotting scheme? Who's sneaky? Nobody?
They lying. So we all had. I know I had to get what I really wanted.
People don't come direct; they come indirect. Yeah. All right. Okay. That's another form of anger too. I'm passive aggressive. I'm passive aggressive. Then you got suppressive. Those who suppress, then they explode. Who's aggressive when they get angry? Don't care about the law, parole, probation.
I'm in there.
Just go off.
I don't hurt nobody but myself, to be honest with you. A lot of times when I get violent, it's because I'm hurting on the inside and I don't know how to express it. Just to talk about family, like my family gave me up when I was a kid and I never was adopted, but you know, I had to learn how to love myself because I accept today that my family did what they did. It happened for a reason, but you know, that doesn't have to define me as a person today.
That's true.
But for a long time, I walked around with like a chip on my shoulder, and I thought like the world owed me something. I thought like everything was my fault, but until I was able to have like some type of self-love for myself and self-acceptance about the fact that what happened to me was the way it was, I couldn't get better, and today I'm getting better. So
yes.
That's
good. Good. Well said. How about liars? Decepticons. Why do we lie? Why do we lie? Come on.
Get what we want.
I only utilize my addiction to escape consequence. That's up to protect my addiction, so I could use comfortably. You know, I wasn't ready to get clean. I lied so I could continue doing what I felt I needed to do. That's why I lied.
Okay.
It made me sicker. My lies only expounded on my suffering. Lying caused me years and years of suffering.
Okay.
Sometimes we lie to
Hey,
get out of
hey, D.
Yeah.
D. I believe like the line go with the mask we wear.
Okay.
The different masks we wear.
Okay. All right. You getting better with that? Why we can't see your face?
You should know my name.
Because they don't follow directions.
They don't follow directions.
Wait,
There you
my
go.
last name is K-A-P-P.
All right. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
That's weird.
What's up with you, D?
Maintain it, brother. How you feel today?
I feel alright. You never called me when you came to Wilmington that Wednesday.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we did it at NA. We spoke at NA meeting. We'll talk. All right. How much time you got clean now, brother?
Since August 1st.
Hey, all right. Lie to save face. Lie to save what? The consequences. Just lie. Can we recover if we're liars?
No.
Absolutely not.
Right.
No,
We gotta be what?
We gotta tell. If we tell one lie, we gotta keep telling more lies. Like how she said, you know, I lied in my addiction because like all I knew how to do was just.
No, but I don't know. He's on the phone.
Okay, let me see if I can find him. That's all I have.
You gotta be real with yourself, man. At the end of the day,
that's right.
If you can't be real with yourself, it's kind of hard to be real with somebody else.
That's right. That's right. Who in here don't like the word no?
I hate the word no.
But you gotta accept it.
You gotta
accept it.
Very good.
I don't like that word though.
How many ladies in here don't want no man to tell you no? But you don't respect a man who just always tell you what?
Yes.
Yes. Is that true? Can't have it both ways. Don't tell me no. Then you like, he never tell me no. I get what I want from him. I hear women say that.
Yeah.
All right. Is that true, ladies?
They ain't gonna say that. They know it's true. They get you one way or another.
Yeah, right. I was the one who want all your time, and I can't even go to work. No, I'm gonna go to work. You be mad while I'm at work. You be happy when it's time to get paid. Right?
Right. You sure will.
Yeah.
Like the day before pay, like Thursday, she give you hell all week. But Thursday she just is nice and cook dinner, got a negligee on and looking all good. I said, you just trying to be slick. I still ain't giving you no money. Right. But they get it for you anyway. Ain't not a good woman.
My man right here, I saw your hand. How you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
I'm doing well. You got anger issues?
Yeah.
Right.
Major anger issues. I'm brutally honest, though. I think that's my problem, man. Like, it's not a problem because I think it's a good thing. Got me caught up a couple of times being brutally honest. Believe it or not, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I'm going through something right now with the whole lying thing with somebody else, which I shouldn't be concerned about. But I talked about it before. She gaslights me. Anybody knows the definition of gaslight? It's always my fault. And I was in my addiction with this girl for 5 years. Got the same clean, well, not no more. She said she has the same clean date, but we both got clean, went to treatment, not together, separate, but I catch her lies all the time, and I finally just recently cut her off, which I think is good for me because I feel like a weight's lifted off my shoulder. I know it's a little irrelevant what we're talking about, but yeah, I mean, today I'm happy, man. I mean, to sum it all up, today I'm happy. My last relapse, well, my only relapse, hopefully forever, which I know I'm not getting cocky. I'm sorry. My story is October 22nd, 2022, I got clean. I was 10 days away from getting a year, and I effed up bad, overdose. Ended up in the hospital, caught a charge on probation, which I'm fighting now. And I don't know, today, I feel great.
That's
I
all that
really
matters.
do, man. I feel
That's all
great.
that
Like
matters.
every time I think about the relapse, I cringe, and I play the tape out. I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? You know, but I think that's strength for me, believe it or not.
Could have been worse.
Yeah,
Could have died.
it was bad, man. They
Yeah.
hit me with the Narcan. It was one bang. And that's the honest to God truth. When people out there say, oh, one bag, I'm like, get out of here, bullshit. I always said that. And karma caught up with me in a bad way because I'm telling you. I took one bag to the head and woke up to ambulance, police officer behind the wheel, car off, behind the wheel. I'm taking accountability. And, but today, to sum it all up, I feel great. Thanks, thanks for letting me share. I know it's a little all over the place.
That's all right. It's all right. What's up, your clique, bro?
Actually, today, October 12th, since October 12th.
Hey.
My man.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And then all that does time with us toxic relationships.
Yes.
All right. It wasn't easy cutting her off, was it?
She lives like a quarter mile from here. So
Yeah.
everybody I come up here, you coming this way? Nope. I'm gone.
You know what you gotta do.
Yes, sir. Like I'm gone. Before, up until like, honest to God, September 12th when I started here, I did like an idiot. I was going to see her, but we were cool. She's clean, I'm clean, but it was all about the money. It was all about what can you do for me. I got this problem, I got that problem. But when I have a problem or anything like that, there's no time. So it's growing, it was growing. Finally, this last recent things that are going on, it makes me sick now. And I'm like, see, and that's the honest to God truth, man. I haven't contacted her. Every time she contacts me, I don't get back with her. It's been a couple weeks now, so I don't want to talk to her no more.
Oh, that's right.
I never shared about this in group because I was holding on to it.
Ah, awesome,
Thank you.
brother.
I'm
That's
grateful.
good.
Yes, yes, it is.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
How much right here? Who got periods of confusion? Anybody confused? Should I work or stay unemployed?
I'm still confused right now. So I had just relapsed with a lot of clean time, and money is definitely a trigger for me. And sometimes I've been telling myself that I do deserve to go back to work. I gotta pay bills and stuff, but at the end of the day, if I'm not right, it don't matter how much money I got.
That's right.
I'm not gonna do what I'm supposed to do with this money. So I've been kind of like really humbling myself. I also was a peer specialist at one point in time. So even just getting back and involved right now, I'm telling myself, I need a little bit more time because I don't want to keep doing the same thing that I've been doing, knowing that I could do something different because I've been in this process before. So it's just all about accountability and humbling myself, man. Because for real, if I go back to work today or tomorrow, man, who knows? I might get high. I'm not saying I want to get high, but like I'm not ready for it. So if I know I'm not ready for it, I'm gonna take a step back and evaluate the whole situation. And that's what I've been doing.
That's good, bravo. My man.
That's good.
Thank you, Shannon, Eddie. Periods of confusion. Next one. Over or under eating or sleeping. Who don't eat enough or eat too much? Who don't get no rest or you get too much rest? Anybody? Oversleeping, under eating, oversleeping, or under, I'm saying that wrong. It's either too much or too less of sleeping and eating. Anybody? Who don't get enough rest? I need more rest.
I don't get enough rest. Yeah, the anxiety, with everything going on, like with just the whole new charge and yeah, I don't get enough rest. I lay in bed at night, man. I'm telling you, it'll be like 10:30 at night. I'll turn off the TV, and then like next thing you know, I'm looking up at the ceiling. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then next thing you know, I fall asleep for a minute. Next thing you know, same thing, looking at the walls, staring at the walls. Honest to God, I probably get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep a day, and it's wearing me down. I mean, I do feel good, but yeah, the anxiety of this latest thing that happened, which it got a little better, but it's not better. But I mean, I went to court last week and it went under case review, so I don't go back till February 8th, which I think I'm just prolonging the inevitable. I'd rather have it done, take accountability now, but talk to an attorney and everything, and they're like, we're fighting this, so. Bottom line is I don't sleep enough. I gotta start getting some more sleep. I'm in my head a lot. I'm not using, just ask about the problems that came along.
Situations.
Yes. Yeah, that came along with using and the repercussions. You know, I told everybody, man, I was on cloud nine, man. I came in here, I've been watching you talk a month ago. I'm sitting in the back, I'm like, and then karma literally just came and snatched me. If anybody believes in karma.
Yes.
But it came and snatched me hard. Now I'm humbled and I tell everybody, like, this is the only thing I got going on right now. Like, meaning this is the most positive thing I got going on right now. Like, when I leave here, I feel like, you know what I mean? For however long, it might only last a day or two, but this is my therapy right here. Everybody in here. Like, nothing but love. And I'll forever be grateful for that no matter what happens. Thank you, guys.
That's good, man. You made meetings?
Yes.
That's good.
I'm in Delaware now, back and forth, home situation, Pennsylvania, Delaware. But I do make meetings. Got a sponsor. I'm on step 5, which, like, 4 was a doozy. But I felt good.
Inventory.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to go in deep.
5 now, like, I'm like, he's trying to, like, come on, blah, 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 you know, and I'm like, just give me a minute. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I make meetings. I make 3 meetings a week.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Anybody hear that? Step work. Anybody do step work yet? Who haven't done step work yet? It's like cleaning up the inside. It's like cleaning the basement up. Clean the attic.
So important.
Yes.
No, I junk out of there.
Yes. All right.
We do this 7 days a week.
Every level there's a devil.
Yeah.
All right. Periods of confusion. Not getting enough rest or not eating the right things. Who recklessly eat? Anybody? I'm close to being a diabetic. I gotta watch my sugar intake. That's really important. All right, because I can go blind. I can become impotent. You know we're not having that. So I'll be eating the woods like Tarzan. Eating dry leaves. Listen. All right, let's keep
I'm on methadone, and methadone makes you crave a lot of sweets.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm dangerously close to being diabetic as well, because when I first got on this shit, and thank God for it because it saved my life. The year I got on methadone, it was 3 years ago, and I had been in the ICU and overdosed. It was 5 times. Wow. So I was really dangerously close to death. And I was done. I was done playing with the shit. I just was physically hooked, and I needed to get off of it. So methadone has really worked for me in that respect. I have not played with opiates for some time. But anyway, it makes me crave sweets in a way that is like really fucking crazy. Like when I first got on it, my man was so angry with me because he kept on buying boxes of Domino's sugar and it was disappearing. And like I was eating that shit in the middle of the night with a spoon.
Wow.
Like just like it was cereal. Like I was eating that sugar in the middle of the night with a spoon. And when he got up for his coffee in the morning, my dude did not have one. He did not have one fucking grain of sugar to put into his coffee, dude. Not one grain. So I'm just an over, like anything that makes me feel good, basically, or like puts a spike in serotonin in my mind. Shopping, gambling, drugs, food, like it's I'm with it. I'm with it. It's terrible. Like I really have to check myself in like all areas of my life. And it sucks because it's like fun things that I see other people who don't have addictive personalities enjoy. And I tried to be one of those people for years and without any success. I just ended up, in institutions or jail, or I'm not built that way. I can't responsibly enjoy anything.
Right.
This moderation is all about balances. She's sugar like
about balance.
Gracious. All right. Thank you for saying that.
The sugar.
How about right here? Loss of daily structure. Who have a loss of daily structure? Why is that important? To have structure every day. Anybody? Why is that important to have structure?
Foundation.
Foundation?
Foundation.
You have direction?
Have direction. Very good. Come on, what you going to say?
I don't know. I thought it was stupid in rehab when they say, make your bed. No, you don't feel like it. You don't feel like it. But you do it. That's a accomplishment number one. Then you go make your coffee, like, and do it in like secrecy. And then when you get home and you're tired or whatever, your bed's made, and you. I think it was just like making a routine, make your bed, brush your teeth, take a shower, or vice versa. That could be. Maybe you want to take a shower, brush your teeth, whatever. But if you do it every day, then I think you'll be able to like work the program better because you'll say, I'm going to make this meeting, or I'm going to do this at work, or I'm going to make sure I do this wash or do this and make it. I think if you start your day with a little bit of a routine, it helps throughout the day. Does that make any sense?
Make a lot of sense.
It gives you structure.
That's right. Recovery programs prepare us for what? Independence.
Not saying that I'm there, but
I understand that.
That's
You'll
what
get there.
I'm working on.
Because I needed structure in my life. All right. Some people got to be retaught how to wash clothes. Small things.
That's why I'm here, for structure, to be accountable.
That's right.
Even though I screwed up last week and drank, I still have to be accountable.
Right. That means we got to stay away from people, places, and what? Things. And not hold things what? In. And journaling is good. Anybody journal?
I write every day.
Right.
I love writing.
I started writing it, but I'm grateful for it, which is a lot.
Yeah. All right,
I really have a lot. I have to do the steps to find out why I do this to myself over and over and over again.
It has to do with unforgiveness. You got to forgive you. That's hard for some people. Because they think what we did is who we is. And that's a lie.
But it's not.
That's lies. What we did is just what we did. That's not who we truly is. It's like you hear the person say, you're nothing, you're stupid, you're ugly,
You start to
you're
believe
fat, you're black, you'll stay back, you dumb, I should never had you, you in the way, you a mistake, yo, look at you, your kids don't love you, he don't love you, you will never be married. All those negative lyrics on the record that we play constantly. One woman said, listen, I would rather you beat my ass than verbally disrespect me.
Wow.
Because when you hit me, it stings and it leaves. But words what?
Stay.
They stay. And we keep rehearsing them, and we start to believe that I don't deserve nothing good. And it's hard for me to forgive myself, so it's easy to what? Punish myself. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So step work will help you start to what? Forgive yourself. Because what we did is not who we is. It's just something that we did. Very important. We come in here like peace signs, not human pretzels. Pretzels is like this. What I did is who I am. That's a lie.
Nope.
You know what
That's
I'm
who
talking
you became through your addiction.
Right.
And bad habits, bad choices and decisions.
Trying to do this
hard. That's like human pretzels, right? We're like this. This is Dark McKnight, and this is what Dark McKnight did. Peace sign.
Right.
Not this. This is me.
Right.
All right? Got to separate those. If God forgave you, why we can't what?
Forgive ourselves.
There we go.
Because it takes practice. You really have to work on that. It's not something that's going to be easy. You have to stop the thought, and you have to practice it over and over. And you have to come up with some type of positive mantra that when you have that thought, what can you replace it with? I forgive myself for whatever it was, the behavior, but today I'm going to. You got to start thinking like that. It takes work.
It does.
Because those thoughts are just thoughts. However, if you allow them to continue to be, it presses on you. So, and you can't judge yourself by your bad action.
Anybody hear that?
Don't judge yourself for the worst thing you've done. You can't make that be your picture.
That's right. What we did. You in recovery, Miss Sharon?
No.
Okay.
I'm just a behavior specialist.
Hey, give it to you. Right. We love you, mama. Did you hear what she was saying? That's what's up.
Don't beat yourself up.
Right.
But I've done a lot of things in my life that, like, I did a lot of damage too, but, like today, I don't really carry that stuff no more. I don't beat myself up, you know what I mean? I did what I did, but all through that, though, I suffered. I suffered a lot. So it take that, in order for you to grow. But you will be fine.
You got to stop and do some work on that.
Yeah,
Come up with a positive mantra for yourself.
Have her print out a positive traits, positive self-affirmations. There's a lot of them. And start to look, and even if it's not you, start making sentences on each word.
Take one up for yourself.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to become a better mother. I'm going to, it's positive self-affirmation. You start to change what you've been listening to. That's the negative. Now you're going to start feeding your mind the positive. And you got to keep doing it like she was talking about. Because that's the only way, listen, before I even started using drugs, I was in church and reading scripture. They understand it. But as I got a little older and mature and started using, I understand what spiritual warfare. Because the disease of addiction lives on the negative side of town. That's our lives. That's the dark side. It hides in our what? It hides in our what? The flesh. But the being clean and recovery lives in what? The spirit of us. So whoever I feed in me will grow. Whoever I starve in me will die. So the flesh must die so the spirit can what? Live. And that's the resurrection. And that takes work. Because a lot of us, we lived the streets for years. And that's a stronghold. Would you say? I smack your ass back to Kensington. You know, don't let me get crazy in here, but that's the old me. But the old me got me jails, institutions.
And then in death.
But now I got to fight the old dirt and what? And surrender. As long as you don't touch me, everything's okay. Say what you may, say what you may. But just don't touch me. You know what I'm talking about? And we have people who talk, now they got to shut up and listen. Warfare. Those who steal. I shot right and going to eating grapes and biting apples. I don't like this one. And walking out the store. But we got to change that. It's what? By the integrity. Those who manipulate people. Now we got to stop manipulation and be honest. Those who never have acceptance got to start having acceptance. Those who live in fear got to start walking in what? Faith. And that's the spiritual warfare that we all encounter. And so whoever we feed will grow. Whoever we starve to death will die. So the flesh keeps us high. The spirit keeps me clean. So keep feeding your mind positive self-affirmations that change the way we think upstairs. All right? Thanks for sharing this. You're not alone. You're not alone. Because even when I used to have flashcards. I had scriptures on one side and what it says on the back of the scriptures. I used to carry it with me. My pocket, right? Because I had thinking errors. Yeah. Who got lust issues? That was another index cards. David and Bathsheba. Samson and Delilah. All scenes. Because I had to make things personal in the Bible. I know they talk about the prophets and the major prophets and the 4 disciples and all that. But I had to put Dirk McKnight in there. Because Dirk got lust issues. Dirk talk all the time. Dirk think he know everything. Dirk don't have, is self-centered. Dirk is greedy. Dirk can gaslight. Dirk can manipulate. So I use the word of God to clean me up. Because that's very, very important. So I used to read the word of God to use as a sword to beat other people up. Because you was tricking. And here I am smoking. Who's better? It's like I had 9 years clean. I went out there tricking. So I went to a local bodega in North Philadelphia, got a 211 and gave it to this girl, and I'm having sex with somebody who's sick. And I'm sicker than her. I'm clean, no better. That the actions I performed was what? Unhealthy.
Clean and dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So the word of God is to help clean me up inside. So when I do speak, it's God speaking through me, not Dirk McKnight speaking to you. Because I can be self-centered and cocky and malicious. But when God's speaking through me, it's to edify, it's to equip, it's to empower, it's to motivate. Sincerely. Yes. Yeah. So it's internal. And we gotta be careful about our old disposition, the old proclivities, right? But it's not easy. Nobody gonna be perfect. We all got issues. Even the people who work here got issues. We all do. All right? That's why this is what an atmosphere of what recovery, that we all can give up the taste about ourselves and say, I got this issue, I got this issue, he got this issue, she got this issue, and then together let's work on our issues because we all got character defects. How much right here, y'all? Feeling superior or inferior? That go back to mindset. Who feels superior, better than anybody else? Anybody? I used to feel like that when I was young because I had both of my parents and we had a Christmas tree. And I had things I wanted for Christmas. I didn't get everything, but I got some. And some of my friends didn't really have all that. But I didn't know that. I thought all homes had fathers.
They don't.
Right. I thought all homes had what? Christmas trees. I thought all homes had what? Love. But it's until I came out of my home, I realized that everybody's home was not an example of what? My home. but I was superior to them because I thought it was better than them. Talking about from being a little boy, superior. And then I realized as I got older, I'm not superior to nobody, and I'm not inferior. I used to be inferior too. Anybody hear that? Because back in the day, my Caucasian friends, back in the 80s, light-skinned guys was in style. You was light-skinned, you had the women.
You all the girls.
And if you had curly hair, it was over. You had all of them. You had natural curly hair. I had a Duke kit in my hair. One of my Duke kits?
Yeah, make it grow.
What the hell you talking about? Yeah. Process my naps. Straight hair like Philip Michael Thomas off of Miami Vice. I always wanted to be somebody else I really wasn't. Right? Just to get the girls. And one dude always played me out. His hair ain't real. His size. He's straight from Ethiopia. He ain't Spanish. He ain't Puerto Rican. He ain't Dominican. He black. But it goes for what? Insecurities. How do you feel about yourself? Low self-esteem. Who got it? How do we raise our esteem? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Accomplish small things, small tasks. Raise esteem. Going to point A to B, back to C clean. Raise my esteem. Go to work, come back from work, do the right thing with my paycheck. Raises my esteem. Washing my kids' clothes and getting them ready for bed and doing their homework and getting their breakfast ready and getting their lunch ready and sending them off to school. Raise my esteem. Goals and structure. Yo, boundaries. I don't hang with him no more. I don't talk to her no more. I got boundaries in my life. Hey, how you doing, Queen?
Hi.
Because when I didn't have boundaries, I had no structure. And my life was what? In chaos. All right? So to raise my esteem, I must start accomplishing things. Who start things and don't finish it? Anybody start things and don't finish? Yeah. I got to work on that. You working on that? All right. I definitely got to work on that. All right. What we said, feelings of superior and inferior. I'm not superior to nobody. I'm not inferior. I'm right in between. How about this right here? Insensitive to the feelings of others. Who's insensitive to the feelings of other people? Anybody?
Lately.
Huh?
Lately I have been. Because what I just talked about. Lately I've been insensitive. Like, unfortunately, like I never listened to like you gotta work on yourself and worry about yourself. But if I haven't lately, then I'd be up in kids already. You know what I mean? I really believe that. So lately, I mean, not completely, but a handful of people have been very, very insensitive, trying to call out to me. Not the one situation I'm talking about. If anybody in here called me, I'm not even being corny. Hey, no, you can call me. I'll be there for you. But the situation that I'm talking about now, or I just talked about, I've been very insensitive. So it's like, it's a balance, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's a good way to be, but I had to because I think it would take me back out. I really believe that.
It's like, thank you for sharing that. It's like when my grandmother died recently, a couple of months ago. Even though that was hurting and grieving, but I had to also remember the great times I had with my grandma. That's the one I'll tell you who talked like James Brown. He said, get in, da-da-da-da. I said, what she say? Talking to my cousin. She said, get your ass out there and go feed those pigs. That's what she said. That's what she said. And we went out there and go feed those damn pigs. My grandfather came outside with a shotgun. My grandmother always had guns, like 6 guns. 7 guns was like nothing down South Carolina. He come outside and shoot the pig right in the head. The pig dropped. I said, why you do that? Then they cut the pig open. And that's where you get chitlins from. I hope I'm not disgusting about it. Then they slice them, throw them in the hot water. Then they pull the skin off and put them on the pig for 2 days. That's some of the best meat I ever ate. Right? But anyway.
Oh yeah, that's delicious. That's chitlins. That's delicious.
My grandmother used to chop the chicken head off, and the chicken would run around the yard twice. Then it collapsed.
Drop it.
I'm sorry. That's how they get down and eat and all that. All right, but we just talk about the insensitivity, right? So even though I had death with my grandmother, I had to come out of what I was feeling and have sympathy and empathy for other people. You know what I'm talking about? Some people, we all go through things. And some people hold what they're going through and don't care about what? The next person. All right? So you got to be selfless. Everybody understand that? Feel what you're feeling, but have sympathy for somebody else. All right? That's what we're talking about. All right? How about this right here? Avoiding our problems. Who avoid their problems? Anybody? Who avoid? Who duck? Why is that dangerous?
Because you can't solve them if you avoid them.
Still gonna be there.
Still gonna be there. Very good.
Try not to.
All right.
Try to face them.
I
think I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. What was you avoiding?
My alcoholism.
Okay. Do you like to drink? Do you drink out of pain or pleasure?
Pleasure. I think pain. I don't know till like I just been reading the big book with my sponsor. Yeah, I think there's a lot of past pain from my childhood. Yeah, because no, I can't even say it's pleasure because I don't go out and have fun. I isolate. I isolate, and I hurt the people that care about me, and I feel terrible. So yeah, it's definitely not for pleasure.
Okay.
I think it's just to not deal. Avoid my problems.
I understand that.
Like you just said.
Okay.
I'd like to spit that out word by word, but yeah.
That's good. Keep talking. You feel better. I used to have, my problem was I used to always watch the destination but forget the journey. You see, the destination is trying to make amends, make a reconciliation, trying to build back bridges that I burnt down. That I didn't burn them. I detonate them. You hear what I'm talking about? But see, the journey was I'm missing today. That's the journey. What are we learning? What are we not learning? What we need to do more that we're not doing? What are my concerns? What are my failures? What are my shortcomings? Staying in today. Step work helps me stay in today. The destination's up the street. Let me stay focused on what? The journey. Because I'm worrying about the destination. I'm in next week, next month, next year, and I forget about what? The day. Another trick of the enemy. Because the disease of addiction is insidious. It's cunning. And it's slick. And it's beguilement. It comes as our friend, but it's coming to ambush our asses. It's progressive. It develops in what? Stages. It's chronic. It's long-lasting. It's baffling. It's hard to eradicate. It's hard to get rid of. Just because when I stopped smoking weed, now I got an appetite for what? Crack. Stop smoking crack. Now I got an appetite for what? Smoking weed. Stop weed. Now it's K2. Stop K2. Now it's crystal meth. No crystal meth. Now it's perks. Stop the perks. Now it's Xannies. Stop Xannies. Now I want to sell drugs. Stop selling drugs. Now I'm in jail. It's baffling to keep me on the plantation of active using. So stay in the journey. Watch the journey. Leave the destination to God. Because we will get there. We put one foot in front of the other foot. Eventually we'll get there. Remember the story like the tortoise and the hare? Remember those records we used to play? Slow and steady wins the race.
Derek, I have a question.
Yeah.
What was it with pain over pleasure, pleasure over pain?
Do you use for pain or pleasure? She says it's not pleasure. She said it's pain.
Became both at first.
But is it that some people prefer either one? Or can you prefer either one for different reasons? Or
I started with pleasure. Then pleasure led to pain.
It became pain.
Because I didn't want to deal with my feelings, so I will always medicate. You know what I'm talking about? But I started smoking weed as a party appetizer. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it on.
You know what I'm talking about? Then not knowing tolerance. Then one bag not working. Now I need 2 bags. Now I'm lacing. Now I got crack in my weed. Now I'm smoking woolies. Then from that, I'm tricking down South Philadelphia. And I see these girls giving them money and all that. And they going out there, go trick and come back. I said, let me see that crack pipe, because you crazy. And I hit the pipe and went to crack space. So I sniffed dope at work in Baltimore and Wendy's, frying bacon, sniffing dope on the break time. And I came into the line, threw up all over the damn grill. They fired my ass.
You made a new hamburger.
Yeah. I had to go. But my whole thing, brother, to answer your question, brother, I started with pleasure. Because I never did no drugs. Because I grew up with switches, extension cords, and belts. And drugs was not in the home at all. My pop used to drink, but he did his thing. But me, personally, I didn't get crazy until I went to college. And it was pleasure.
Party time.
Pleasure. Tolerance went
How do
up.
you drink the pain away, right?
Try to.
Yeah.
Not to think about it.
It's going to be there.
It's
It's going to be there.
It got worse.
Somebody's way
It
of
gets
dealing
worse.
with it. The pain gets to be too much and it maybe takes you down or it's too much. But then if you drink, you can actually deal with it. So you drink to pain.
It's like you less worried about it. It's like some dude say, yo, I'm going to kill dude. Smoking weed like Goodfellas. He said, yo, like Mari. He was going to kill Mari. But Mari said he was having a good time. He said, don't even worry about it. Sometimes it's like with weed. Sometimes we smoke weed on some dude I don't like. We play ball. That kills the anger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
It could be too painful for you to deal with and shut you down. And then maybe the drug or alcohol that helps you to deal with the...
Suppress it a little bit.
Issues.
Yeah.
The
right.
issues inside.
But as she said, but it's still there.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
It don't go nowhere.
Or maybe you think you can't get to them without the drink and drugs.
There you go.
But there is a way to get to those deeper issues. Probably.
That's right. Therapy, counseling.
Something like this. With
there you
people,
go. That's
people
right.
Like-minded and people that want to be clean.
And talking about it. Some people can't. People don't like. Some people don't like being humans. They want to be robots.
That's where I think a lot of the power is in here, knowing that people are here for the right reason rather than being out there. I guess would be not knowing and confused, but maybe as to how many people are, at the bars partying or getting high somewhere, and how much that's always a part of everybody's life. When in reality, it could be there's a lot of people that don't smoke or drink or get high or do drugs and alcohol and have that toxic lifestyle.
Like the guy from Friends. They said the first season of Friends, they made $22,000 an episode. By the fourth season, they was making $75,000. By the ninth or the 10th season, they was making $1 million per episode. Wow! What's the guy who just died from Friends? They said something exploded in his body. He still kept drinking. 2 years after they had an explosion, I don't know if it was intestines, something exploded, but he kept drinking. And he had a strong drug problem behind the scenes that I didn't know nothing about until they found out they found him dead. They found him dead. All right. Some people watch TV and try to emulate their lives towards television. I used to do that too. And when success is what? Having jewelry, having women on TV, on tour. Man, that's a bunch of nonsense for me today. Success for me today is just being more obedient today than I was what? Yesterday. A better man today than I was what? Yesterday. I'll never be perfect.
Everybody does it. The right thing.
Supposed to.
For the right reasons. You gotta do it for the right reasons.
Yeah. Right. Obedience is better than what? Sacrifice. Right. Where we go right here? Good food, brother. Good questions. Avoiding what problems? Thank you. All right? So we got to face it. See, when you face it, you fight it. When you fight it, you defeat it. When you defeat it, that's victory. Victory testimony. Who couldn't read or write when you was in school, when you was young? And the teacher, you used to play so you can get put out the classroom. So you had to come up to the front of the class and start, answer this question, Bob. Bring your ass up here. So I would what? Spitball at people, pull girls' hair, fight in the classroom, pencil fight, do anything. Play paper football. Get out the class. That's what I wanted to be, out the class. Anybody hear that? Avoiding what? That I couldn't read. Right. I didn't want y'all to laugh at me. It starts young. Who had mother and fathers that created sibling jealousy? Why you can't be like your brother? Why you can't be like your sister? What's your problem? Where do I go wrong? It's like my man Eric Dyson came from the same neighborhood, same parents, same environment. He's a scholar, he's a doctor, but his brother doing life in prison. Everybody got choices. Yeah. Everybody got choices. All right, how much right here? Who focus on the past? Why is that dangerous? Who's always in the past?
Change it.
Say it again?
Can't change it.
Living today, every day.
You can't go forward.
You can't go forward?
You can't go forward. No.
Huh?
Not dealing with today.
Not dealing with today. Very good. Yep. Anybody else who dealing in the past? Anybody been in the past?
Make excuses.
Make excuses.
But use it for reflection.
Okay.
For me.
All right. Yeah.
Worrying about the past is causes depression. Worrying about the future causes anxiety. Or worrying about the past too much causes depression. Worrying about the future too much.
Okay. Who got resentments? I heard you talking about resentments towards the the family. Bro was talking about right there, because they said, like he was talking about, the past is what? Resentments. The present is what? Anger. And the future is what? Anxiety. All right? Anxiety. All right?
There's stuff with temper, too. Temper, what is it? It's the mental health approach to it.
Temper? What you mean temper?
I mean, psychiatry. Temper, I can't remember.
Temperance.
I just got my flashcards out last night. I found a notebook.
Damn, I know that's right.
But there's a whole list of all these little spots. They call them spot it and drop it. But it kind of converts everything into ways that you can deal with. I guess the Bible would have been one that has like the ultimate truth, but the mental health groups have a different way of kind of dealing with it in everyday kind of society instead of getting biblical or something, you know.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool.
All right. Let's go ahead real quick. This is the pollution. Let's talk about some solutions. This is the pollution. Let's talk about solutions. Number one, prayer. Does that help?
Yes.
All right. Who feel better when you pray? Very good. All right. Who meditate if you don't pray? Do meditation helps?
Yes.
Very good. Joyce Meyer's got a book called Battlefield of the Mind. Anybody read that book before? Probably want to put that in your mental locker. All right. Battlefield of the Mind. Joyce Myers. Look that book up. Good book on how the way we think. It's a chapter in there she talks about. Think about what you're thinking about. All right. Prayer is very important. So anything we're going through, drinking, relapsing, past, childhood, give it to your higher power. All right. Prayer. How about patience? Who's working on patience? Why is that important to be patient? Anybody?
Excuse me, Dr.
Yes.
The name of that book?
What'd she say?
By Joyce Myers, the name of the book?
Yeah, Battlefield of the Mind.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good book. Patience. Anybody working on patience? I am. Who drive? Now y'all drive. Y'all got, who got road rage?
Without a car.
Either without a car. You gotta hold on, y'all. Brothers, what with women too. I just an example. People don't like legitimate money because we used to what? Fast money for those who sold drugs. And if I lack patience, I'll go back to what? Hustling. And I rationalize that. All right? I won't be on the block pitching. I'll be overseeing. But I'm still on a plantation of what? Genocide. That's all it is, killing our people. Yeah. Those who sell drugs commit homicide. Those who take the drugs, they commit suicide. Yeah. And the whole family is living in what? Genocide. And a lot of times that's our community. But can we go stand in a Jewish neighborhood and stand on their corners and sell drugs?
No.
How about Little Italy?
Heck no.
Let's keep moving. All right. Yo, listen, let's keep moving. I can't be no politician. I love to listen.
We know that.
Listen, I have headaches. You think my head great now? Stay in prayer. Stay patient. How about perseverance? Who had drug dreams? Right, drug dreams?
I do. I take medication for night terrors and stuff, but sometimes it doesn't work, and they're super realistic. You have to check yourself when you wake up, like if it actually happened or not. Yeah, I suffer from that.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. Who got health issues? Neuropathy, sciatic nerves, being gay, glasses, dentures, arthritis, gout. You know what I'm talking about? Huh? Diabetes, cancer. All right? No excuse to use. We get high and drink because we want to. Depression might be great, but we don't have to escape using. How about honesty? Who still want to get high, get drunk? That's really important. My recovery never begins until I get what? Honest. Another one is what? Forgiveness. Easy said than what?
Done.
Forgiveness starts with who? Me or them?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. How about purpose? I love this one. Who know their purpose? What did God breathe into us to become? That's very important to me. You know why? Because when I found my purpose, my life had meaning. And when my life had meaning, then my life had structure. When I had structure, then I was what? Focused. When I was focused, now I'm what? On this narrow path right here. I made a lot of mistakes. Well, I got 16 years, and we speaking at a lot of facilities that I never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever be doing this from Baltimore City. I thought I was going to die in jail, die a bum, a junkie, a wino, or have a job that I hated and die that way. Find your purpose, you find your passion, and you never work again. Huh?
You enjoy it.
I feel like I know my purpose. But I get knocked off path frequently. It's by my own hands. I mean, I know my purpose. I feel I was given this little boy, my son. He has special needs. And he's brilliant. I wouldn't change a thing about this boy. And I feel like I was put on this earth to take care of his little soul, to bring him up, and to help other people, maybe, who suffer from the same thing that I do. But I've just had, I throughout the years, I've had trouble staying on path, and it's cost me the only thing. Thank God, the only thing that I've lost that I can't get back is time.
Right.
Time with him. That's what it really bothers me the most. Is that I can't forgive myself about quite yet, is the time that I've lost with that boy. I can't get that time back. I've been able to get money back. I've been able to come up, get my health back a little bit, put weight back on. You get your little tune-up. But those are the things that you can't get back. People who die, that's the kind of stuff you just can't get back. So.
God bless you, sis.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that. How about faith? Who got faith today? Everybody got faith today?
Yes.
Is that important?
Yes.
Very good. Faith is anchor. Very good. Hold on. Huh?
Faith over fear.
That's right. Very good. Faith and fear cannot be two roommates in the same house. Faith and fear cannot be roommates in the same house. The house is our lives. So if faith is in my life, fear gotta go. If fear stays, faith leaves. And I live in fear, afraid of everything. All right? Faith is just the opposite of what? Of fear. Yeah. How about integrity? What are we doing when nobody's looking? Do we say what we mean? Do we mean what we say? Or we just talk to hear ourselves talk? Anybody know what I'm talking about? I love Scarface. All I got in this world is what? And I break them for what? Nobody. That's integrity. Saying the right thing, all right? And not playing favorites or people pleasing. And who got codependency issues in here? Anybody got codependency? We try to save people. I used to. I took the cape off.
Oh yeah.
You can't say nobody but what?
The Messiah complex.
That's right.
I'm gonna fix him. I'm gonna save him, and then hide under his problems to not take a look at my own.
Mm-hmm. Like Eddie, I take on all Eddie pain. Here I am, I'm working as a therapist. Give you an example. I take all his pain home, his hurt and everything, and I'm more worried than he is. You know what I'm talking about? Now I forgot about what I'm supposed to be doing with my life because I'm worried about Eddie. Then I got like 15 people on my caseload. Can you imagine the type of weight and pressure I put on my life? Because I'm trying to save everybody. But they say, yo, that's why I got my lady. She's like, don't bring your work home. Just bring it, keep it where you at.
Right. Just bring yourself home.
But she's not that sensitive like that. No. Sometimes she just don't. She want me. Sometimes she want to have her time with me. Then she can hear about what's going on. What I learned today. Whatever. But I understand her balance though, right there though. You know what I'm talking about? But that's important, y'all. Codependency can't save nobody, but what? Yourself. But it hurts to see the people that you love using and struggling. And sometimes you want to hide their bottles, intercept their paychecks. Like hang up on people, drug dealers, or people that they're using with. Codependency. Screaming, doing all of this extra activity, trying to save their life. But they're not ready to stop using. And that's when it becomes difficult. That's when it becomes frustrating. Right? Because the person I love.
I'll never date again because of that shit. I've been single for 3 years. I swear to God, Derek. I'll never date again because of that shit. It's been so disastrous for me.
That's gotta be our girl.
You gonna mess around, get married.
That's right.
Go from dating, engaged, and get married. And listen, last one is love, y'all. Everybody love themselves?
Yeah.
Why is that important to love us?
You can't love anybody else until you love yourself.
Very good. Very good. Anybody want to speak on love? Who's starting to love themselves?
If you truly love yourself, you won't hurt yourself.
Very good.
God is love.
That's right. Love is a what? A verb. Verb means what? Action. So if we say we love ourselves, we're going to take action today. Is that true? That's true. Yeah. Positive self-affirmation, raise our esteem, make meetings, keep talking about myself, get out my own way, let somebody what? Help me, guide me, make a meeting, do some step work, get a sponsor. Action, showing that I what? Love me. Putting boundaries up upon the people, the places, and things so I don't die that way. We all want to go. We just don't want to die that way. Right. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Eagles going to win tonight?
Yes.
Yes. Are y'all sure?
No.
Yes.
I say that all the time.
All right,
Oh,
y'all.
yeah.
You don't know he's a Giants fan.
He's not a Ravens fan. Not a Ravens. All right, y'all. Listen, always a pleasure coming here. All right. So we'll check in with Miss Sharon and Sister Suzanne.
Yeah,
All right.
let's get these cupcakes going. Come on.
All right. Love y'all. Who woke us up? God. Grant us serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God's will, not ours, be done. Amen. Love y'all. God bless y'all. All right. Good move, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. That means a lot.
Who that?
Your honesty, brother. God bless you.
All right.
Hey, I knew that was you.
I hear you. I hear you.
How are you?
How you doing? Good.
There's hand sanitizer back here for those that want cupcakes.
Stay strong. Keep my man praying. Oh, got a whole cake.
Yeah, that's easier said than
done.
done.
How y'all, man?
Hey, Jay, that's a good one right there.
Who?